Welcome to 5MI Truth or Myth, where you get to decide if someone is telling a sexual truth or a sexual myth. Today's sexual truth or myth concerns the frequency of sex for married couples. Before focusing on married people's sex lives, let's ask Google the general question. What's the average number of times a person will have sex over their entire lifetime? When we do this, Google spits out numbers ranging from 5,778 to 678,900. So, which of these numbers is correct? In all honesty, Google, nor anyone else for that matter, really knows the number of times the average person is having sex over their lifetime. However, scientists have empirically established a list of factors that affect this number. Some of the factors on this list include a person's age, a person's biological sex, a person's physical and mental health, how variable a person's sexual activities are, and the amount of satisfaction a person gains from having sex. Let's see if you can determine if this week's special guest is adding a factor to this list that's a sexual truth or a sexual myth.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Mary Ann Single, and I'm here to share with you the following fact. Compared to single adults, married adults are having more sex.
Studies have consistently found people who are married are having significantly more sex than people who are single. For example, data gathered by the Kinsey Institute at Indiana University found a whopping 61% of single men and 72% of single women reported not having sex at all during the past year, whereas only 18% of married men and 20% of married women reported not having sex during the past year. Further, only 3% of single men and women reported having sex more than 2 times per week during the past year, whereas 14% of married men and 12% of married women reported having sex more than 2 times per week during the past year. Simply put, married people are having 4 to 5 times more sex than single people. Interestingly, this dramatic difference in the frequency of sexual activity between married and single people carries with it psychological and physical health benefits. When the economists David Blanchflower of Dartmouth College and Andrew Oswald of Warwick University analyzed 16,000 married and single people, they not only found married people to be having more sex, they also found married people to be significantly happier. Not surprisingly, happiness is the one thing most people want out of life. And speaking of life, when the physicist Bernard Cohen from the University of Pittsburgh analyzed married and unmarried people's lives, he found being unmarried subtracts about 10 years from a person's lifespan. To put this in perspective on just how significant this negative number of years is, smoking, popularly reported as being the worst thing a person can do for their health, subtracts about 6 years from one's life, and being overweight subtracts about 2 years. So now you know, compared to being single, being married is about more sex, more happiness, and more life. Go share this newfound sexual knowledge about being married and be a part of the fight against sexual ignorance.